I felt like Eagles fans, even Eagles players, were in the back of their minds were hoping Mahomes would go down and hurt.
No.
Not to say that they would stop. Come on, bro.
Stop the cap.
No.
Come on.
At least I hope not. Listen, if you find me Eagles fans that wish that, like if you find them, I'll call them out on it because that's horseshit. You should never, ever call that out.
Oh, I'll send you a Barstool clip. I got you in that one. That's the easy.
Fine, bro. Because that's low. That's low.
No, but I felt that they were going into not to hurt him, not to get him hurt, but it's a W if he gets hurt at the least, right? You go into a game that you were able to show that with possession of hold. I think that's a great play calling going into it. We're going to keep Mahomes off the field as much as possible, and that's how we win the game. It's rare that you see a team lose that has the possession for longer than the other team. It's so rare to see because you keep the team off the field. Can't score if they're not on the field. Exactly. And to see, go ahead.
No. I was just saying exactly. I agree with you.
To see at the start, I thought that you guys elected to receive first. I think that this is a different game. It's so crazy when you buy into the shit. If you guys win the coin toss and defer, I think that it's a crazy different game. But in my eyes, to start off, to see the Eagles munch down the field, slowly but surely, get down the field. Again, can I give my credit for saying you guys can't run the fucking ball, even though you scored 4 times in the NFC Championship?
You can't get credit because I think we did. Again, that's like what our scheme is. Jalen Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns. I don't know how you can say
I'm not considering his not rushing. I'm just considering traditional handoff to the running back, pick up some yardage.
I still don't agree with you.
Dog, from that game, you thought you guys could run the fucking ball?
Yeah, if we gave it to our backs to Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott, and not
it doesn't matter who you give it to. Could you run the ball with your amazing offensive line you had? Do you think you were running the ball effectively in that game?
I think again, the offense is not the problem here. The running game was not the problem. They put up 35 points. I can't complain and say that the Eagles couldn't run the ball. That doesn't even make any sense.
You didn't run the ball at all. You could not run the ball at all. You threw bombs up. You moved down the field with catches. That will catch up to you, and that's exactly what it was. You couldn't run the ball. You couldn't pick up first downs without having Hurts to fucking kill himself going up the middle.
Totally disagree with you. Totally.
Could you pick up a first down without having to give it to Hurts?
So now we're complaining about how the first down. So because the Chiefs are so bad on secondary that we can throw all over the field. Now I should be concerned about how a first down is picked up.
No, that's not the problem with picking up a first down. I said going to this game, if it comes down to you having to run the ball, take Hurts out. Do you think you could effectively win a game? Just run. Do you think
they needed to run the ball? If they needed to, yes. 100%, 1,000%. But they did not need to run the ball. It's a completely different game. If the Chiefs secondary was locking down the receivers and you didn't have those bombs that were connecting, then you would have run the ball. You didn't need to.
No. If you had to run the ball, you would have lost. You would have had no chance of winning this game. If they locked you down, wide receiver wise, AJ Brown and stuff like that, you would have not have come close. Well, you know what? That's going to be the punishment. You're going to sit fucking down and we're going to watch that fucking game over again to show you what effectively. If you want to, I can. You know what? I'm gonna search up. I'm gonna YouTube Pollard's ability to run the ball, and that will show you how you're supposed to run the ball and pick up yardage. I did not see.
Yeah, show me a backup running back on a team that made it to the second round of the playoffs this year. You want
Pollard to be your starting running back right now?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
You would like to take you wouldn't want Pollard to be your starting running back right now?
Coming off that injury, no.
Oh, now coming off injury. Don't move the finish line, bitch. Don't move the finish line. But you know what I'm. If you want to watch that game over again, I mean, when I looked at the NFC Championship game, I looked at that going into it. I was like, you guys truly can't run the ball. You don't have to. Again, that's a good thing. You don't have to run the ball. But when it's time to pick up some yardage, he couldn't pick up 2 or 3 yards. You had to give it back to Hurts.
This is my thing.
Is that not real?
This is what we talked about going into the Super Bowl and why I told you I was so confident. This team was able to do it in different ways. Whatever that defense is giving you, they take it. And they did. And Jalen Hurts broke the record for most rushing yards as a quarterback, and a lot of them were designed runs. You can't say that every single run was just Hurts running with his head cut off and maybe getting 20 yards. Some were, but that's how this offense is designed. That's what they do. So you can't just discredit our leading rusher and say, they couldn't run the ball.
Leading rusher. I have no concerns with 100% Jalen Hurts can run the ball. I would never say that Jalen Hurts cannot run the ball from the backfield, whatever. If it's a called design run, if it's not, I'm saying traditional football. If it comes down to you having to give the fucking ball off to a running back, you are not picking up positive yardage. Do you agree with me or not?
I do not.
Okay, we'll move on. That's fine. Because if you watch that game back, let me know how many times you picked up positive yards or when you had to hand the ball off to fucking Hurts to hurt himself going up the middle.
They put up 35 points. Moving the ball was never an issue.
Oh my God. If you're just throwing the ball, I have no problem with you being able to move the ball throwing it. I'm not saying you can't move the ball. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can't run the fucking ball. Hurts can run the ball.
Okay, let me ask you this.
When you hand it off, you don't pick up yardage. Not that you have to. When you have handed it off, you don't pick up no positive yards, bro. You guys fucking suck.
Now they suck. They put up 35 points in the Super Bowl, but now they suck. Okay.
Liam, listen to me. I know you're pissed off right now. Listen.
I'm trying to say, if something is working and you are putting up historic 100%. Numbers on offense, why in the hell would you change?
I am not telling you that you have to hand the ball off. I'm not saying that it's necessary to hand the ball off to pick up no yards. I'm telling you that when you did hand it off, it was nothing of your rushing yards. It was nothing of Hurts. You might as well say, fuck your running backs, flank them out, and just let Hurts run. Because you pick up nothing on the ground. Go back and watch the game at how many yards you picked up. I wonder if you picked up more than 2 first downs running the ball. Not Hurts, picked up the ball and could run for a first down.
Again, that is not an issue when you're moving the ball.
Dog, of course, I'm not saying it's an issue, but I said all year, you can't run the ball.
Again, if we're getting first downs by throwing these bombs, by having dimes by Jalen Hurts 10, 15 yards down the field, or converting on the 3rd and 2 or 4th and 1 or whatever they are that they're trying to get this QB sneak ban now, why? Yes, you're not going to get first downs because that's not how your offense is run all year. But then if you needed to, this same team broke the Eagles' rushing record. This franchise that's been around forever, that's lasted forever, have a new team rushing record that happened this year. So you can't sit here.
Off the legs of who? Off the legs of who?
All of them. And again, I can't believe we're sitting here. That's like me saying the Cowboys can't run the ball if you take Tony Pollard out. Do you understand what you're trying to say to me right now?
But who's your rushing leader right now?
On the season, I don't know. Miles Sanders had over 1,000, and he fumbled the ball twice. So why would he be in that fucking game?
Now Boston Scott's a bowling ball who could pick up 3 yards. I guarantee you it was when I watched that game, what happened? When I seen you guys try to pick up 3, you got stopped by the defense. So try again. You got stopped trying to run the ball. You had to have Hurts run up the middle. Every single time. Why? If you could pick up 3, why not hand it off?
Let me ask, did you have
pick up 3? Why wouldn't you hand it off?
Why? Because you don't have to. You literally don't have to.
If I'm guaranteed to save my quarterback from having to go up the fucking middle because I have a running back that should be able to pick up, he's a fucking bowling ball and pick up 3. Who would you rather hand it off to?
What are you saving him for? It's your quarterback.
No, for the season, for longevity. Let's keep running Hurts up the fucking middle for longevity.
Oh my! Now we're talking about longevity.
Dog, are you fucking dumb?
Are you kidding me? Listen, you come on here and say all the time, like, we can't talk Cowboys because you don't watch Cowboys games. Just tell me you don't watch the Eagles.
All right,
because instead of going through this conversation, tell me this is the first Eagles game you've watched all year because this conversation would be a lot better.
No, son. No. I think that when you look at who was actually picking up your first downs, bro, that's where I said you can't run the ball traditionally with a running back. Not that you don't have to. You don't have to. You picked up your first downs. You scored a lot of points. But if you look, you guys, for me, that's not it. That's not it for me. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm telling you is, if on these 3rd and 2s or 3rd and 3s that you're talking about that they can't hand the ball off, but they are getting it with Jalen Hurts in the biggest game ever, why in the hell would you even try? Why would you stop what's working?
I'm not arguing why would you stop what's working. I agree. Run Hurts. I agree. But I'm saying you should be able to still pick up 3 with that offensive line, handing it off to a running back. You shouldn't have to run Hurts.
You literally have.
Oh my God, Liam. Okay. We'll just disagree because
again, we'll watch every Eagles game this year. We'll watch every Eagles game this year.
Okay. We'll go back and watch the Super Bowl, and I'll point out every time you had to have Hurts go up the fucking middle because you couldn't pick up a first down with the running back, handing it off to him. handing it off to him.
Why? Yeah, when Hurts is 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 on those conversions, I'm going to say, you know what? Let me go away from what's working and let me just try something new.
It's going to work forever, right? It's going to work forever.
What?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
It's not time. Like, we're not trying to. You know what? Let's try to put our running backs in this time just to see if they can do it. Fuck no! This is the Super Bowl. I'm going to put my quarterback that
not
fucking
see if you should do it. You should be able to pick it up with an offense like a line like that. I should be able to hand it off and have a guy pick a 5 every fucking time.
Oh my God, Malik, bro!
With an offensive line like that,
trying to say, I don't know what you're trying to say. If they don't do it, if they don't need to do it, then why? Like, you're saying because they didn't do it, they can't. That's wrong. That's just wrong.
Dog, I can guarantee you right now we'll watch it back and you'll be able to agree with me that when it was time for you to run the ball, the only person you had to rely on the entire game, your entire offense, again, no problem with it, relies on Jalen Hurts to pick up 3rd and 3s, 4th and 3s. You can't hand the ball off. To me, that's ineffective being able to run the ball. In my opinion, I don't know. You know football different than me. You're cool with being able to have your star quarterback go up the middle and take hits. If you like that for years on end, go ahead. Go ahead.
Our star quarterback put up 35 points, 3 rushing touchdowns, should have won the MVP, went 14-3 in the regular season, and won this conference with ease, running this exact fucking offense. But hey, next
what happened? You fucking lost. You fucking lost.
And that's on the offense? Are you fucking kidding me?
But you fucking lost. So move on. You know why you lost?
You're honestly being ridiculous. Like, it doesn't. What you're trying to say doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
No, Liam, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know that when it comes down to it, if I had to hand the ball off, do you trust your guy?
Yes, because of every single fucking game they did to get to the Super Bowl, they were able to do that.
What happened in the Super Bowl, Liam?
They put up 35. What are you talking about?
Running the ball?
Oh my God!
You put up 35 running the ball, Liam. That's it. Yes, you put up 35 with a running back. I'm not saying Hurts running. Did you put up 35 with your running back handoff? Did you? Liam, did you put up 35?
Did they need to, Malik? Did they fucking need to? Are you fucking out of your mind?
What? You're moving the finish line every time.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, why would you fix something that isn't broken? You're coming at Jalen Hurts in the offense that put up 35 fucking points in the Super Bowl. But because our running backs didn't run the ball as effectively as you would like, it's a problem.
It's not a problem. I'm telling you, you couldn't run the ball. What do you want me to give it up to you? Oh, good job to your offense. Your offense did good. You scored 35. But when I look at your offense and I say, what's lackluster? Is it bad for me to critique your fucking running backs?
When we had a running back rush for over 1,200 yards this season, yes, you're absolutely fucking dead wrong. What else do you want? What else do you want, honestly?
You were stuck up watching the game in your own shadow. Again, we'll watch it back, and I'll be able to show you that when it was time for your running backs to step up and actually play in the game, they did shit. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well then, you know what? Next year, I'll tell the Eagles, let's not use our MVP quarterback strength.
No, Liam, that's not what I'm saying.
Run for 2,500 yards, because
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
What you're trying to say, I really don't.
Because you're too emotional about it, bro.
You're literally sitting here telling me that our offensive line sucks because we can't run the ball, and it's just not. It's just not.
You should be able to hand the ball with that offensive line. You should be able to hand the ball off in the Super Bowl to pick up your 3 yards on 3rd and 3. I should not have to go back and run 4th and 3 for my QB sneak. That should not ever happen.
Again, tell me you don't watch the Eagles then, because that is this offense. It just is.
It's not about this season. What happened in the Super Bowl? We're talking about this Super Bowl. And as well, going into the Super Bowl, I said that this is what would happen. And what happened? You had to rely on Hurts. Picking up your 3. No problem. He picked it up. But again, why couldn't your running backs achieve it? They're that good, right? Why couldn't they pick up that first down for you?
First of all, I never said the running backs were that good. Never in my life.
So what the fuck are you arguing with me about?
You're telling me that this offensive line that has 3 All-Pros on it sucks.
In the run game, yes.
Because our running backs didn't need to run the ball. That is your point.
Liam, when you ran the ball, it did not grant you first downs.
Oh, my God, bro. Just move on. We literally set a record for rushing as a quarterback, and more than half were designed runs. So
Say it again.
I really don't know what you're trying to say.
Say it again. As a what? As a quarterback.
Your point isn't if the running back sucked. Your point was offensive line.
When you hand it off to a running back, your offensive line sucks with the traditional running game. You cannot pick up your yards.
It's just, and that's completely wrong. Okay. I'm just telling you it's wrong.
So what happened in the Super Bowl?
Go back and look at the statistics.
What happened in the Super Bowl?
Oh my God, bro!
What happened?
I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone.
What happened in Super Bowl? Liam, I'm not giving it to you to say that your running backs were good in the Super Bowl.
They didn't need to be.
Liam, they did. You had to go for a 4th and 3 multiple times and let Jalen Hurts go up the middle. You had to do that multiple times.
You know what? And the Chiefs had to go for it. And
Why? It's 4th and 3.
And they made Patrick Mahomes throw to Travis Kelce. Why? I don't know. Maybe because it works.
That's not the same argument, bro. That's not the same argument. No, it's not.
It literally is.
No.
You're taking a quarterback who should have won MVP largely
he
because
fucking lost. He should have.
And saying, you know what? Our running backs should carry it. Jalen Hurts' legs, who did such heavy loading to the point where he came in second in the MVP voting, let's just not do it because it's a Super Bowl and it shouldn't be that way. Because now we're conserving him for next week, which is fucking nothing.
I agree with my boy here. Up 10 in the second half, running the ball better would have helped manage the clock better.
Yeah, you know what else would have been better, my guy? If the defense got one stop. But yeah, it's all on the offensive line.
No one's saying
that's the best in the league.
Liam,
that's the best in the league.
That's my point, Liam. That if you have the best offensive line in the league, and you have anyone back there running the ball, I shouldn't. I'm not saying that I wouldn't make the same call. If I was in the position, I would still say Jalen Hurts pick up my 3. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to rely on pick up 3 with my quarterback. Rather than if I have the best offensive line, I should be able to hand the ball off to pick up my 3. Is that right?
I get what you're saying, but can I ask you this question?
Go ahead.
If something is so effective on 4th and 3, 4th and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and inches, something is so effective for this team that the rest of the league is currently bitching to get it banned in the quarterback sneak. And I'm being honest,
100%.
Why would you go away from it? I get what you're saying.
I agree with you that way. You're arguing 2 different things.
But my thing is it's not needed. It's the running backs in those scenarios that you're saying is not needed when you have something that's so effective, the rest of the league is trying to get it banned.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. On 4th and 3, run that call. But what I'm saying is in situational ball, if it's 3rd and 3, I should be able to pick up that first down so I don't have to do that to my quarterback. I shouldn't have to put my quarterback in that position to do that. At 3rd and 3, I should be able to pick up that first down with that offensive line. Can you agree?
But they do, and again, why
they in the Super Bowl, Liam?
Is the system. This is the fucking system.
Not to pick up a first down on 3rd and 3.
You act as if the Eagles scored nothing in the second half. You act as if Jalen Hurts had to throw the entire time because they couldn't run for dick. They put up 35 fucking points, and you're sitting here trying to argue that the offense lost this game because they can't run the ball.
Besides Hurts. No one threw. Hurts played amazing. Hurts did. How many touchdowns did Hurts score? 2 on his own?
He's the quarterback. He's the MVP of the league. That's how it works.
Oh my God, dog. Oh my God.
Honestly, bro.
We'll go back and watch it.
This argument that Jalen Hurts did too much or whatever this is trying to become, it's just absolutely boggling my mind. I feel like I'm just running circles around in my own head.
Okay, Liam, next year, mark my words right now, with the change of again, you have a 3rd year new center coming in to replace Travis Kelce if he retires.
Jason Kelce. He hasn't said anything yet.
He's out there. He don't want to fucking be with you motherfuckers no more. He's tired of it. When he retires next year, when you're not able to run the ball, I do not want to hear that we are not effective because we couldn't even run the fucking ball. I don't want to hear it. That's all I'm saying. I do not want to. I'm not going to fucking hear it. I'm going to tell you, Jalen Hurts isn't Superman now. He should be able to run it, pass it, and do everything. That's what I'm going to say to you next year. You said
it's what he did this year.
Okay,
and we still had a 1,200-yard rusher.
You still lost.